Good morning, everybody. This is John Murray. We're coming to you live from Fitness Solutions Fort Worth. And today we want to talk to you about two things. I'm here with my friend Tim. He's a student over at TCU, and we both have a lot of knowledge that we'd like to share with you about some of the things actually that we see going on in here every day and how we've used those things to make people's workouts better. The first thing, though, before we get into those two things that I want to talk to you about is I want to talk to you about the why of all this. Why do this? And the why is about this. I'm doing this so that you can have a safer, more effective, more time-efficient exercise program so that you can get in and get out, not have to worry about being injured, and also get the most out of the work, every workout that you do, every rep that you do, every exercise that you do, every workout, so that your life gets better. Because I believe that you want your workout to improve your life, to increase the quality of your life. You don't want your workout to be your life. I'm weird that way because I was a bodybuilder, powerlifter, all that stuff for long, and I didn't mind being in the gym for 3 or 4 hours. But I recognize today that most people don't want to do that, and so I'm trying to find a way and show you a way that will allow you to do that without having to spend the time. So Tim and I are going to talk about two things today. Approach. How do you approach an exercise? And then emotional regulation. How do you control and manage your emotions during an exercise when that fight or flight response kicks on and you want to change up? All right, so here we go. Change up your form. So here we go. First thing, we always talk about, you're built for success. Your mind has the power to do a lot of different things. So I'm going to talk to you about this right here. So here we are. And I want you to do this with me. Put your arm out like this, and imagine that your arm is so heavy that you can barely lift it. You can't even move it. It's just so heavy. And then relax. All right, now, there was nothing about that I or you could not have lifted your arm, but the deal is with our minds, we have the ability to control what happens. We can use our imagination to work against us or even work for us. And so what we're going to do is we're going to learn, take that idea and use that when we set a goal for every single rep of every single set that you do, okay? And here's how that works. So what we're going to do is when you're doing a set, we're going to tell you that at the end of your set, you're going to be in a certain position. Like, let's say we're doing curls, and so at the end of the set, we may say that you're going to be with your elbow flexed at this point at 60 seconds. Or we might say you're going to be with your arm down and extend it for 60 at 60 seconds, okay? Both of these different positions are going to do two different things. One of them is going to be more of a strength endurance, and the other is going to be more of endurance over strength. But both of them are going to have a similar impact on your arm, strength-wise, but affect your endurance a little differently. Okay? So I'm going to stop there with that, and we'll show you more in the exercises, and then I'm going to let Tim talk to you about the emotional regulation part.
So when you're looking at emotional regulation, one of the things you have to be really aware of is ego lifting. So you don't want to go into the gym and lift the most amount of weight you can and not worry about your form and not worry about anything else. And this principle really relies on the principle of mechanical efficiency. So when you lift, you want to find the most effective and most mechanically efficient way for you to create power in an exercise, such as during a power clean or during a squat. You need your biomechanics to be in proper alignment so that way you can increase your absolute power output, or the number of pounds you can actually lift. Well, when a person steps into Fitness Solutions, one of the things we like to do is actually put them in a mechanically disadvantaged situation. So that way we can stress the muscle without actually having to increase the weight and causing more stress on their joints and stress on their ligaments and cause them to get injured. And one of the things that benefits us is it actually reduces the time of their workout. By putting them in a more disadvantaged state, it requires more of an absolute muscle output, and therefore you're able to stimulate the muscle without using that much weight.
Right. So that decreases the risk, increases the effectiveness, and decreases the time that you're going to be in the gym. And he talked about the ego lifting, and that's a big part of it, thinking, hey, man, I can do more than I can do, and, I should be able to lift that weight and all that kind of stuff. But also there's a whole other aspect of just like it got hard. and it hurts. And your body wants to move away from that pain, and so you change your form, which increases the impact, not the impact, increases the chance of being injured, decreases the effectiveness, and makes you have to work out longer because some of the reps that you did weren't that effective, and so you think you have to do more reps to get to the muscle that you want to work. We want to fix all that. We're going to show you how to do that in these next videos that have to do with the different exercises that we're going to do. All right, so let's move on.